Hi, John here. 4th of May 2015. Jamie's birthday today. Jamie and Marie. Happy birthday, Jamie, in Whakatane. Hope you have a nice day with everyone there. And I'll just keep going with our projects. Anyway, today I'm going to the police station to see Sergeant Dennis Colverwell. And I've just been reading my letter from the Independent Police Conduct Authority, and I'll read it out to you so that you can see they're more standing off from being involved. That's been put together by the Parliament and the Governor-General. So you can see they have distanced themselves in the letter that they wrote to me on the 2nd of April 2015. So I'll read it now to you. And they haven't even replied to me yet, the police here, and it said that I should go back there. I'll read it. Okay, here goes. 2nd of April 2015, IPCA, Independent Police Conduct Authority, New Zealand. Mr Wanoa, dear Mr Wanoa, the authority has received your online complaint, which was received in this site office on the 31st of March 2015. You have complained about being asked to leave the property you believe you have an entitlement to. After careful consideration, the authority has decided this is a matter best dealt with by police. Your complaint has therefore been referred to Police National Headquarters with a request that it be addressed with the district concerned. If it is deemed necessary, the office senior may be provided with any advice that may be considered appropriate in the circumstances. There will be no further involvement by or correspondence from the authority in this matter. Please refer to the authority's website, www.ipca.gov.nz, for further information about the authority or the complaints process. Thank you for bringing your concerns to the authority's attention. Yours sincerely, K. Irvine, for Independent Police Conduct Authority. So in fact I got nothing out of that by writing an intensive letter to the government. Complaints, and it says it's an independent authority from the police. It's a check on police. So they've more or less said, no, we can't deal with it. It's a police matter, you see. So I know it's very concerning for the government, because the nature of the complaint is very serious. I'll just go over there. That's the letter, and but for my complaint, I'll just go to their website, and I'll just say, it says here in their website, it's our job to watch over police. Okay? The Independent Police Conduct Authority is an independent body that considers complaints against New Zealand police and oversees their conduct. In other words, they are more or less saying, well, we can't do anything about it, yet they're there to keep track on their policemen who've broken the law. More about the authority. Okay, I'll just read a bit about that, I won't go on too long. The role of the powers. The Independent Police Conduct Authority is an independent body set up by Parliament to keep watch over the police. So they're watching over the police, but they know it's a fraud, so they're getting out of it. That's what I'm saying. The role of the powers. The authority receives complaints against police and investigates incidents involving death and serious bodily harm and other things. Independence. The authority is not part of the police. It is required to carry out its functions and duties independently. So it goes on. and so I want to go back and see how independent is the authority. So I was just trying to find the people involved in the organisation. I had it here before, just trying to see where I saw it. How do I make a complaint? Anyway, the ministers involved with it are more or less wiping their hands clean of anything that their police has done, and left it in the hands of the police. So all I want to do is get an answer out of them. So that letter was dated on the 2nd of April. It is now the 4th of May, and still no reply from the senior sergeant, Dennis Colverwell, or anybody else in that police station for all that matter, in the Auckland Central Police Station. So they're getting more into trouble. As you can see, the bill is racking up. I'm putting it on site now as bill debtors. They can't get out of that one. But the problem's still there, is that someone's covering up the fraud in the police department. And so I want to go and find out why the hold-up, why aren't they looking into it? And why is it that the Police Complaint Authority can't do anything about it? Okay, so I'm just trying to see if I saw something else, but I've overskipped it, I think, about the authority. I'll just open that up. Anyway, I won't go into that anymore. But I just want to try and wrap it up, because I want to get over to England in a hurry and get on with the political things as soon as I can. As soon as I wrap that land block, it'll be no different to any other fraud properties that we're stacking up the debts against now. So it's more or less the king against the queen. The queen is running away, or ran away, and all these people attached to the queen and her fraud can't get away from this problem. And it says in here, it's come from the court. It's come from the court. The authority, contact details, IPCA contact details. I'll see in their facts. No, I saw the people involved, but it is the court judges who are controlling this. So I'm going to tell the police today that this is coming from the courts, so they won't go near it. The judges. I just wish I could find it. I'll just keep looking and see if I can see it. Make a complaint. More about complaints. Authority about the site museum privacy, accessibility. So no, I'm still trying to find where it is. I saw it, but anyway, the judges are the ones who are putting this together and directing the whole thing. I'll try and find it. Download the IPC brochure. More role in the powers. Might be this one. Role and the powers. Functions of the body. Functions of the police. No, it's not that one. So, independence. Legislative independence. No, I've missed it. Authority monitoring international links. Vision and values. No. Accessibility. About this site owner. No. Anyway, It's the authorities coming from the judges. So I'll say to the police today, the judges, it's not worth going to the courts because they've stood off from it here. And it's just up to the police to answer for themselves. So see, they're saving their own skin. And I'm not going to let this one go. I'm not going to let this one go. And you'll see the bill online today and tomorrow of the amount owed now by the police and the landowners on that block, 1 bar 61 Cook Street. Very serious matters. So they're not out of the woods yet, because that's one law they don't know about. So that's all I wanted to really say today. Other than that, I just want to wish Jamie a happy birthday. She's not here. She should have been here tomorrow, but I'm going to let her stay there for now until I start shifting. I'm getting ready to go to England, and I want to pack all my things away, and that'll be the end of that. I'll be digital after that. Everything will be digital, on the move. So we'll be running all this business on the move and linking up to people around the world. There are people waiting for the shares and the websites. I'll just put them better together today, and had a bit of interference yesterday with people ringing up and stop me right in my tracks. It's very difficult to run a business when there's a lot of people inquiring or wanting to know more about how things work, and also the website. So I've had some success with the website, and we've got another website, transfer something, transfer. Oh gosh, I've forgotten it now. Transfer something. Anyway, that's the other good site that we have at the same time running with Gold Snap, Blue Snap, and Press the Shop, Press the Shop or something. Yeah. So I can't find it now. I always lose things. Trying to find things, trying to run everything. But we're having a bit of luck putting all these prices together for the shares in all the flags. I mean the pound notes. Then we'll have a list of other currencies on there as a shopping list. Okay, so you just push on the one you want. I'm going to do it this way. We're going to split up the 970 million trillion into 5 billion people out of the whole 7 billion people in the world. The other 2 billion you'll find are the Catholic Church, all the churches who are following the Queen, and everybody following the Queen. We've added up to 2 billion. Those all the state agents, the corporations, their businesses, they're all debtors now, online to the King of England. Okay, so Britain is rearranging itself at the moment. I've just been on the news, reading the news, what's happening there. I always watch, and it appears that England is up in arms about Scotland. So they're having a little scrap. We're going to stay all the way till they scrap themselves out, then move in and sort them out with this flag. Okay, this flag here is the ultimate emperor's flag of the 4 states that are there to come back together, and with the 5th state in the Pacific and the world for that matter. So the sooner we get the pound note up and running, the idea is for you to claim all that 970 million trillion pound notes in gold bullion. We've got bullion vault to stack all the gold in that we recover back in England. So I've been with them for quite some time. Since 2012 we set this up, set this whole thing up to invest in gold. They had a free gram of gold then, but no free gram now. So we're cutting back on the expenses of banks, charge up to 54 pounds to send £1,000, and this other company transfer something. Transfer, where did I put it? Gosh, I've got it somewhere. Transfer something. Anyway, that company charges only £4.95 pence to transfer them that amount of money, £1,000 over. So that's a big saving from the rip-off of banks who are taking too much out of the people. And so we're trying to keep as much as we can. I'm going to leave the share of all the pound notes at £25. We will change it and up it as the membership grows to cover up and go towards the big amounts of the recovered money. So that means it's like this. It works like this. If anybody has any complaints about someone doing a fraud, you just run into the first King William IV Moai Crown Courthouse. Okay? Once we set it up in England and around the world, you go straight in there and take that person and drag them in there and build the hell out of them. The same way they've been doing. All we're doing is reversing their Ponzi scheme against them with the pound note as a levy debtor instrument against them. So it's got a collateral behind it, which is that person that you name as a fraudster, like how I'm doing with Cook Street. I'm naming everybody in that. It's all the police, the 13 or 15,000 police in New Zealand. Each one of those police has got £1 trillion on his nose. Okay? It doesn't matter. The figures stick. They are stuck up, racked up against the 970 million trillion pounds. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Once we get this one sorted out, they can't get out of the contract. It's a private contract, and it's Admiralty law that they don't understand. Most people do not understand mortgage liens and commercial contracts as far as Admiralty goes. So even the judges here won't go near this. They have no jurisdiction over what I say on these land blocks. Okay, so they haven't got any information to go on. Anyway, that's how the pound note works. When you become a member, you can put in any amount. We're not going to worry about how much anybody puts in. You just throw in $5, $5 US dollars or anything. It'll convert to the pound note. You're in. You've got a stake in that money. Okay, it doesn't matter. The share will be £25 as one share. So a portion of the share. If you put in the equivalent of say New Zealand dollars, 50 New Zealand dollars, it'll equate roughly to £25, one share. Okay, so that's for people in New Zealand. And the US, it would be a little bit higher. And so forth. It really is immaterial. You'll still have your balance showing on Blue Snap. Blue Snap is very good, although their charges are a little higher. I think they charge about 2.7% on the amount being transferred, and so that's not too bad. And banks charge 27%, and that's high. That's where they're killing the people off with that system. That we don't really want to go down that track and follow what they do. It's no good for us. So we're saving as much as we can. We're not worried about the share amount being exact because, like I say, the balance on the amount that someone has, that's all we go on what their value is to recover what their share value is worth. other bank gateway is TransferWise Limited in London, and so they charge. That's the one that charges £4.98 to send £1,000. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's a saving of £44.50p up to 44 pounds 50p versus the banks. Sorry, they're saving £44 50p that the banks charge. Okay, between that and 47 pounds to send £1,000. Okay, so just remember that we've got our sites on Facebook. If you go to Moai King William pound note, Moai King William pound note, Moai King William 4th pound note, there you'll see, we'll just stick everything there, and or go to our Moai Powerhouse site and on the shares. Just so go to the shares. That'll be on it's already on the mobile phone. It's on the Samsung Android. So I hope we can get it all going today. I've got nobody give me a hand to do it, so I've got to do it took 3 days just to read it out, how it all works. So that's all I want to say today. Just to let you catch up with where we're at. Jamie will be away working now. She's got her computer going down in Whakatane. It looks like I haven't got much time to get out of here to go to England and sort that all out. Okay, so to Matadam, good luck to you fellas there with your SOS Independent Party again with your campaign. You only got 3 more days, and it certainly looks like it's going to be a bun fight between the Labour Party and the Tories up against the Scottish, and the Scotland's going to beat their chests in Westminster, but it still belongs to England. Okay, it still belongs to England, and what England says on their land. Okay, so I'm going to England as a Rogan on my family there to bark the tune of England, Westminster. Okay, so we're going to prop Westminster up and keep it going and build a hangout of the Queen and all her pedophiles and all those. Cameron, he's one of them in the parliament there. He's the one that's ringleading with Philip Hammond and a few others, Tony Blair, all those ones that have left. Haig, he's left, and Gordon Brown, he's left. We'll be after them, Matt. We'll be building them from Devonport. They're going to get a bill from England, no matter where they go. All those retired politicians were going to get a bill, and someone will knock on their door. You're going to rack up the bill and do the same back to them, what the Queen is doing to everybody. Okay, she's responsible. We're holding her liable for that green pound note. It's stuck there now. It's not going away. It's stuck there, and she's for sale. She's for sale. On the share market, private share market, to the whole world as collateral fodder, pig fodder. Okay, that's what happens when you wreck the king's laws and for corruption and fraud. And so all her agents right around the world that are hiding the gold, 1.2 million tons of gold, and all the spoils of the King's royal revenue that's being collected by the corporations for their business are going to find it'll be stripped off them. And even in the United States, that's the Queen's fraud business running rife right through the world. She's the one that's causing it. I'm holding her to it with the people of the world. So you people around the world, you better grab the pound notes when they go on site. No matter what you put in, you can put in £1, £2, £3, £4, doesn't matter. As long as your name is in there, fill out the thing, fill out the forms. We're going to get the mobile phones on, try and get tag pay on there at some stage. I'll write to them to join up with Blue Snap and PrestaShop and this other one, TransferWise Limited Gateway Banking POS system. That's a very good one, that one. So picked out the best ones. Okay, that's all for this video. And so I'll get ready. I'm in the mood to go and see the policeman today and sort out 1 bar 61 Cook Street and those landowners. Going to get the bill. They'll get the latest bill from the 12th of March 2015 right till now, today, 4th. They'll get the bill all the way through. All the way through. It's doubling up, and it's not our problem. They've got a problem. A legal problem when it comes to mortgage and commercial liens levy. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. We'll catch you later. And get on with it. Bye. Happy birthday, Jamie. In whakatane. Enjoy your day today. You're not working today. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Bye.